Everybody, I know I said my next video was going to be washcloths, cotton farmhouse stitch washcloths, but this is a cute little gift idea. You have a little girl, you can make her a granny square poncho. Actually, I made one for one of my nieces in these colors. It's the Red Heart Perfect Pink and this one, gardenia. And there's a lot of yarn left. So that 7 ounces can really go pretty good distance. When you're making a child's poncho, the size of the granny squares needs to be approximately 13 inches. All 4 of them. First things first, after you make your granny square, you need to weave in your ends so that it doesn't fray, especially if you're doing something for a kid. So you need a yarny needle. This one, I got it at Walmart. I think it was $3. You get 4 of them. And then I got the needle threader just to make it easier on me. And you're going to need stitch markers. Now, if you invest in them, great. These things, these little safety pin ones are perfect. You can also use paper clips. And you can use scrap yarn. Whatever you feel like using. Now, this center one shouldn't really make a difference because you should have been holding the tail down as you were doing it. If you did the chain and then work in the first chain. Magic circle, same way. However, if you really want to go make it secure, you need to go through the fibers. I'm going to see if I can zoom in without making this blurry. It's not necessarily under the stitch. It is really through the yarn. And it really doesn't take that much. Don't pull it super tight or it'll distort your stitches. And then you work your way right back in there, just in a different little spot. So like this one came out here. So I'm going to grab another little area. I'm trying to do it really slow so you can see it. Do it like 2 or 3 times. That's all you need to do. Like I said, in this center, it's really unnecessary. And of course, you're going to need a pair of scissors. Cut that off. Now what about that end? So when you finished, you slip stitched, pulled your loop through, cut it, and then made a really, tight knot. You still need to finish that edge. Same thing. If it goes through the stitches, really, it's okay, but you really wanted to get it in the fibers and do the back and forth because it won't come out if it's actually mixed in versus just up and down the stitches. You really want to kind of make it discreet. Oops. Now, I'll give you a secret. In the last video, I told you that part of the grace in working in crochet is you can make mistakes. One of these granny squares has a mistake. In fact, it's this one. I'll give you a second to see if you can figure it out. if you look on that second row, that bottom left corner, I have a cluster of 2, not a cluster of 3. If this was something that I was going to sell, yeah, that would be a problem. But I'm learning, or actually I'm teaching. I could have pulled my work out and gone back and fixed it. But to me, it gives it a little bit of character. If I hadn't have pointed it out, chances are you may have never seen it. But that's an example of grace. So you're going to weave in all your edges, make it nice and pretty. Once you do that on your 4 squares, I'll meet up with you in a minute. Alright, all 4 of them are all pretty. Now, we're going to weave these 2 together. Bring it out. So I'm going to go not exactly like this, but I want my colors like this. So we're going to do one first. Now, because I flipped my work, there's no good side, bad side. But I do want my chains to match. So like this is flat and this is textured. You see that? Bad side, good side. Just because that's how it finished. And I'm going to take one of the yarns that I was working with. Now you can either whip stitch it with your yarning needle or you can crochet this thing together. You're going to want to use some type of stitch marker to really get going. I am going to be in this first chain in the corner. 1, 2. Now for this one, all I'm going to do is just slip stitch it. But it needs to line up. That's where your stitch markers really come in handy. So first double crochet needs to be stitched to the first double. So it's just literally you're doing a series of slip stitches all the way through. There's multiple different ways that you can attach blocks. This one, and using your yarning needle and doing a whip stitch seems to be the easiest. This one does give like a a bulkier end, which I mean, to me, I kind of like it, but most people would put that on the inside of their work. Yeah, right at the end. So we're going to slip stitch. I'm going to leave that there for a second. See how I kind of sandwiched the two together? And they lay out. Now, we'll do the other pink right here. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to do that side. And then that piece we'll do together. Alright, that makes 3. So the fourth one. Of course, it can't go there because there would be no hole. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this greening, and this end right here is going to attach to this one. So we fold it. This is where stitch markers kind of help. If nothing else, just to get you lined up. And then this one is going to be attached, the same concept. So this edge goes to here. You kind of have to like move them around a little bit. But what happens, just kind of show you before I finish it. So when you fold that thing in your, like say your 2 lighter pinks, there's the shoulders, and then the child's head or the adult, whatever size you want to make it, will put their head through. And then you do a border on it, and I'll show you how to do the neckline in probably another video, just because this one's 13 minutes long. So go ahead and attach it, and I'll see you in the next video.